in our WBON TV big story of the day, road crews have worked through the night and today, clearing a lot of snow. The roads are still slick in places. Cold temperatures combined with wet roads will quickly form black ice. If you must drive, you should treat each roadway as it's icy. Snow continues to come down, so expect more accumulation and snow slush and ice. Richmond police are advising not to travel today unless absolutely necessary, and of course use extreme caution if you do have to travel. If you don't need to be out, then stay safe, stay warm, and stay home. Stay tuned. More on the weather coming up a little later with Cassie. Now moving on, 4 Asbury University students had to be rescued this afternoon by the Kentucky State Police after a camping trip last night in the Red River Gorge. Kristen Gauss, information officer for the Powell County Search and Rescue Team, says they got the call this morning. 4 students had hiked up to the Courthouse Rock on Sunday and woke up snow covered this morning. They realized they would not be able to climb back down due to the weather conditions and not having proper climbing equipment. Rescue teams decided it was too treacherous for them to attempt as well, and KSP was contacted. They flew in the helicopter and successfully landed to rescue the students. All were taken to the landing pad at Meadow Fork Fire Department landing zone in Stanton and were evaluated by the Powell County EMS this afternoon. All seem to be doing fine. Well, the snow and slick road conditions and cold temperatures have forced many school systems to call school off for tomorrow. Many are having NTI days. For a complete list of the area closings, cancellations, and delays, you can go to WBONTV.com or the Facebook page. You can add your closings and cancellations for your businesses, your church, your school meetings, events, or whatever in the comments, and we'll add those to the post throughout the evening. Again, you can check that out at the WBON TV Facebook page. Well, an investigation by the Madison County Sheriff's Office has resulted in the arrest of 42-year-old Eric Snyder of Richmond for possession of matter portraying sexual performances by a minor under 12 years of age. Snyder was arrested around 3:30 on Friday, January the 12th. The arrest followed an undercover online investigation that revealed Snyder viewed the child's sexual exploitation images online. This is an ongoing investigation, and of course you can stay tuned to WBONTV.com for all the latest updates. Well, if you were looking for an Amazon package today, it might be running a little late. Last night's slick road conditions caused this Amazon semi to slide off the road traveling northbound on I-75. No serious injuries were reported to the driver, and that tow truck on the scene soon to help get the load back on the road. Lots of slick roads, obviously, over the last little bit this morning in Breathitt County. A viewer took these photos of a salt truck that had slid off the road there and overturned. This was on Highway 30 West at the Robinson Fork intersection. The driver reportedly had left the scene. The accident happened just before 7 a.m. this morning. Take a good look at those pictures, because that is a result of what can happen to you if you're not careful when you're out driving on these slick roads. Well, despite the bad weather, several community members gathered downtown in Richmond today for a march honoring Martin Luther King Jr. on the annual federal holiday. Michael Watkins has that story up now.
The Madison County branch of the NAACP is committed to getting their committees involved in the community, and this morning they hosted a march through downtown Richmond in honor of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. President of the local branch, Mitch Brown, said a few years ago he and his organization really wanted to change the way they honored Dr. King with their marches.
Well, this is the 3rd year that we tried to get it away from just having a traditional march. We wanted to march for a purpose. We wanted to make what Dr. Martin Luther King did relevant today, helping people today, using his holiday, this birthday, as a means to help others in the community that needed help. And I think that's what he would want. If we're not doing anything other than coming together once a year to have a march, I don't think that's carrying the dream.
Around 60 people gathered today to fight the snow and the cold to honor Dr. King and to come together. And Reverend Brown said considering the weather, he was still pleased with that turnout despite having 3 or 4 times that amount last year.
Last year, probably 3 to 4 times more people, but the weather this time was a lot more stressful. But at the same time, I'm glad for the ones that showed up because, you know, we need that kind of commitment even when things are not, as you say, easy, to show that we're committed to this.
To get involved with the NAACP Madison County branch, visit NAACP Richmond MadisonCountyKY.org.
And through that website, you can join. We have an application. You can join there on the site. We have a list of all the committees that are involved in NAACP and what those committees are doing. And you know, we're not looking for just for members to have on our roll. We're looking for people that want to be involved and to use their skill sets to help people.
Okay. Martin Luther King Jr. Day is a day celebrated to commemorate the life and work of Dr. King, who was a Baptist minister and prominent leader in the American Civil Rights Movement. Officially, King was born on January 15, 1929 in Atlanta, Georgia, but the King holiday is marked every year on the third Monday in January. And today, while it was cold and windy and the ground covered with snow, there was still a celebration in downtown Richmond. Reporting for WBON TV Channel 9, I'm Michael Watkins.
Thanks, Michael, for that story. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to get to this weather that we've got coming into the area. We've got Cassie out in the Weather Center to give us a good look at the forecast.
Hi, I'm John Leeds, owner-operator of Leeds Fine Jewelry. I've been doing repair work for over 3 decades. Not only do we carry a large supply of Kentucky agate, we also have several lines of natural gemstones. We carry everything from small diamond earrings to large 3.5 carat studs. We have pearl necklaces and pearl earrings. We carry a large supply of gold hoops. 108 East Main Street in downtown Richmond, Kentucky. We're nationally known, we're locally owned.
How do you protect your family during a disaster? Have a plan of action for tornadoes, floods, earthquakes, and for an incident at the Bluegrass Army Depot. Know what you will do and how you will contact each other. Having a plan helps to keep you calm and not panic. Visit EstillCountyEMA.com to get started today. Plan today for a safer tomorrow.
I'm Michelle. And I'm Jennifer, and in the spring of 1992, Bishop's Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Cupcadet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop's Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond.
We can't wait to see ya.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
'Tis the season for sickness. Protect yourself and those around you with vaccinations at the Harness Health Pharmacies, powered by Mercy Health. Mercy Health Pharmacies offer vaccines for influenza, COVID-19, pneumonia, and RSV. Most vaccines are covered by the insurance, and in case they are not, Harness Health Pharmacy also partners with the primary care clinics for patients that are required by insurance to receive their vaccines there. Stop by the Harness Health Pharmacy in Irvin, located next to the Mercy Health Irvin Primary Care.
Welcome back to Live at 5. Frigid temperatures out there in the Bluegrass and across the state today. We've got Cassie in the Weather Center. She's going to give us a look at the forecast.
Thanks, Gwendolyn. I'm meteorologist Cassie Clavin filling in for Susie today, where we are talking about the snow. A picture of the morning snow sent in from Lana up in Richmond. Had to dust those cars off this morning. And then check out this basset hound who has had it up to his ears with the snow. Thanks, Leslie, for sending in this picture. Now we are going to continue to talk about snow as we head into the evening overnight hours tonight, with the winter storm warning, winter weather advisory going to stay in place until 7 a.m. on Tuesday. Then after the snow moves out, we'll just be left with a cold Tuesday, with temperatures for many feeling throughout the day as though they are below zero. So we have a cold forecast coming up. But here's what we're looking at for winter weather concerns. So winter weather advisory, these areas in purple here, winter storm warning, these areas in pink, as we continue to watch that snowfall move through this evening into some of those overnight hours before it does gradually clear out. We are going to see some additional accumulation of snow as this begins to move out of our area, with some of the heaviest of the snow totals going to be south and east. We are on the map here looking at 1 to 2 inches, but some locally higher totals, potentially up to 4 inches, going to be possible. So the slick roadways, that snowfall accumulation not going anywhere later on today into tonight. Then we're left with the cold. Here's what we're looking at for our forecasted lows for Tuesday morning. Temperatures feeling as though they're about 9, 10, 12 degrees overnight tonight into early tomorrow morning, and then our temperatures for tomorrow afternoon, Tuesday afternoon, only going to be heating up into the teens, but with the wind for many feeling as though they are in the single digits. Back to you, Gwendolyn.
Thanks, Cassie. And for weather all the time, you can find it on Channel 9 online. Check out our Facebook page and WBONTV.com. Estill County fire crews responded to South Irvin Sunday around 3:30 p.m. for a structure fire. Estill County Fire Chief Derek Muncie says reports said smoke was coming from the roof of a structure better known as Rose's Garage. When fire units arrived on scene, the building was totally engulfed. Crews worked to contain the fire and protect other structures close by. 3 departments aided with the blaze: Estill County, Irvin, and Hargett and Ravenna. By 8 p.m. last night, the fire was contained. No one was hurt, and the cause of the fire has not been determined. It is under investigation. Another fire in Estill County. Crews were called out again today around 11:30 for a car fire. The driver reportedly started smelling smoke and got out of the vehicle safely. The car then did catch on fire and burn just off of Highway 52 in West Irvin near the Oak Tree Inn. The vehicle was reported to be an older model Toyota Corolla. Firefighters came and put it out quickly. They determined the fire started in the engine compartment. That car was a total loss. Well, Estill County Marching Band was no stranger to winning awards, but now they've been selected for a prestigious achievement following a stellar season. With more on this, here's WBON TV's Brett Noland.
The 2023 season for the Estill County Marching Engineers was one filled with many honors and awards, as well as numerous major accomplishments. The Marching Engineers ended their regular season with a clean sweep of all 5 tournaments as grand champions. They were reserve grand champions in Class 2A for the KMEA State Finals, and then they finished in 3rd place in Class 1A at BOA Nationals in Indianapolis. Subsequently, on December 22nd, a surprise announcement came from Jason Bowles, the band director of Estill County High School. It was announced that the Estill County Marching Engineers were the recipient of the 2023 John Philip Sousa Foundation Sudler Shield Award. The Sudler Shield is a prestigious honor awarded to premier high school marching bands internationally by the Sousa Foundation to establish and support international standards of excellence in musical performance, marching execution, choreography, and show design for high school, youth, or international marching bands. I spoke with band director Jason Bowles to find out more about the significance of this award and what is being planned to commemorate this monumental achievement.
This is the first time that we've ever received anything like this, and I think it's significant because not only is it on a national level, it's like international level. I think it's something that every small band program especially would kind of strive for. But yeah, the significance of it is, I sometimes wonder if the students even understand how significant it is, because it is on basically a global, worldwide scale.
The Estill County Marching Engineers will now hold their annual band banquet in conjunction with the Sudler Shield Award presentation at the Estill County High School gym on March 23rd. The banquet will feature senior recognitions and speeches, a slideshow reflection of this historic season, and the Sudler Shield presentation as the grand finale of the event.
On March the 23rd, here at the high school, we're going to have a banquet type event. We're going to invite some community leaders, of course, all of the band parents and students, hopefully some of our school board members, the superintendent and administration, and this chairman. He's actually flying in from Arkansas. He's going to join us for the event and make the big presentation at the end of the night. I think we'll just continue, we'll celebrate the recognition, but then just continue to do what we always have done. Just kind of set that bar high, strive for excellence, and just keep on doing what we're doing.
We here at Channel 9 News would like to congratulate the Estill County Marching Engineers on their well-deserved award and all their historic achievements this season. We are very excited to see what the future holds for the band program. Reporting for WBON Channel 9 News here in Estill County, I'm Brett Nolan.
Thanks, Brett, and congratulations to the Marching Engineers. We're going to take another quick break. We've got Dawson coming up next with the Sports Report.
Are you considering a bathroom remodel? Think about this. Remodeling your bathroom without addressing the plumbing is like going to get a facelift when you need heart surgery. Plumbing is the heart of your home. At Fast Flow, we understand the importance of a well-functioning plumbing system. Our expert plumbers have years of experience in providing top-notch plumbing services. Don't just settle for a pretty face. Choose Fast Flow Plumbing before you remodel and keep your home's heart beating perfectly.
Call a pro at Fast Flow!
Did I ever tell you about that time I zipped right past that dang Sasquatch?
I don't think so.
Yes, sir. I don't know how they ever got away if it wasn't for this brand new side-by-side I got at Gateway Cycles.
In Mount Sterling?
Yes, sir. They set me up with something that left old Sasquatch sneezing in my dust.
Jimbo!
Lord, I hear him coming back now.
That ain't no Sasquatch. That's Mama.
Get a great deal on Sasquatch eluders today. Gateway Cycles, Mount Sterling.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
Watch the Real McCoys weekdays at 9:30 a.m. on Heartland.
Family, no misery.
McCoys. Watch Laugh-In on Retro TV, Mondays through Thursdays at 10 p.m. and Saturdays at 8.
If you love local sports, you'll love the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Join your host, Micah Watkins, Samantha Burford, and Dawson Rule as they cover sports news for the greater Madison County area. Get your local sports news every Monday night from 6 to 7 on WBON Channel 9 and on Y92.5, V99.3, and CBS Sports Radio 103.5. The Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show is also brought to you by the Richmond Raceway, the Law Office of Patrick O'Neill, Nuevo Vallarta, and Bishop Small Engine Repair.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on this snowy Monday. The sports world is heating up with games and big scores from the weekend locally. Here's sports anchor Dawson Rule with the latest news.
This snowy Monday is keeping many people inside their houses today to avoid the ice and cold. The WBON TV Sports Department is keeping things warm with recaps and highlights from this weekend's games for our Madison County teams. There were some big wins, a couple close losses, and some shake-up in the RPI. Starting with girls basketball, Berea lost in a thriller to Lexington Christian Academy in the 11th Region All-A Classic, which makes this year the first they have not won this since 2019. The game was an overtime thriller and ended in a 41-38 score for LCA. Abigail Beard for Berea was the leading scorer with 12, followed by Sophie Brewer with a nice 10-point performance for the Lady Pirates. Cadence Stepp pulled in 9 boards on the game. Berea now will be on the road this week, but just right down the road on Friday night, as they're going to be visiting Madison Southern for a big rivalry game. The Lady Eagles will head to Somerset tomorrow night, before that big rivalry game on Friday. Madison Central's girls won 2 straight games this weekend to begin what could be a winning streak. After they beat Rowan County and Scott County on the road, the Lady Indians will face Lexington Catholic at home tomorrow night, and later this week will face Montgomery County in a rematch from a loss earlier this season they took to them 50-45. The Lady Indians are back to 500 at the season now at 8-8, and their next opponent, Lexington Catholic, is 3-11. So I expect another win coming soon for Madison Central. Models girls game was scheduled for today, as they had a match with Estill County, but it was canceled due to bad road conditions from the snow, and they will look to hopefully reschedule soon. Moving on to boys high school scores, Berea lost to Sayre in the 11th Region All-A Classic Championship game for the boys 85-59. This ended a 7-game win streak for the Pirates, but Sayre's a good team, and Berea's RPI currently has the middle of the pack in the region, which isn't bad for such a young team. Madison Central has lost 3 straight, but the last 2 losses are nothing to be worried about, as they were losses to 2 top 25 teams in the state, including number 1 Great Crossing. The Indians lost at home to Ashland Blazer last, 62-57, with Cody Morrison scoring 21 points for the Indians and 5 other Indians combining for 6 points apiece. Madison Central's gauntlet of a schedule does not get any easier, as they have Frederick Douglass this Friday at home and West Jessamine at home tomorrow. The Madison Southern Eagles are 12-5, but lost 2 tough games this weekend to Ashland Blazer and Corbin. Against the Red Hounds, Braden Hudson had 23 points to lead the Eagles, while Jay Rose hauled in 11 boards. Southern will continue its road stand this week, traveling to Somerset and Mason County away from home. Mason County will be another top team that the Eagles face, and hopefully Southern can pull off that massive game for their RPI. Model has some winnable home games this week, starting tomorrow against Thomas Nelson, who's 2-13, and then later this week, the big rubber match versus Berea at home. As we get closer to that big game, the sports crew will have some big news to announce about it, so stay tuned. This week we'll have a big focus on EKU basketball, as the girls and boys teams are in the middle of a conference chase right now. The men's team is returning home 4-0 in conference, with a big home game coming Saturday against Bellarmine with big conference stakes. The girls have 2 big home games this week also. They need to win both, as Central Arkansas and North Alabama are coming to Baptist Health Arena. Of course, as those games draw near, there's going to be closer coverage, so stay tuned. That's going to wrap up today's Sports Report. Tonight from 6 to 7, the sports panel will be live, talking all things Madison County sports. This is Dawson Rule with Madison County's sports coverage.
Thanks, Dawson, for that sports report. We're going to take another quick break. Coming up right after this, more news right here live at 5.
You've heard the name Chenault Vineyards, but what do you know about it? Chenault Vineyards is a place for the community to enjoy. Central Kentucky's premier event and wedding destination with 5 event venues, full-service catering, over 13 varieties of wine, live music entertainment, seasonal food options, weekly themed Wednesday night out and girls night out, trivia, murder mystery date nights, and free yoga on the point with beautiful views. Everyone can find something to do at Chenault Vineyards. Want to know more? Follow them on Facebook and Instagram or plan your night out at ChenaultVineyards.com.
Mushroom lovers, this one's for you. This is for the beef lovers too, the onion lovers, the Swiss cheese lovers. If you love all these things, then you're going to absolutely love our classic double mushroom onion melt. Try it now, only at A&W. Feel the heat at A&W with our delicious, cheesy, and spicy sriracha cheese curds. They're available for a limited time only, so come on in and try some today. Only at A&W.
Are you looking for a brand new SUV that won't break the bank? Look no farther than Jack Burford Chevrolet, home of the newly redesigned 2024 Trax. Bigger, bolder, more refined, and starting under $25,000, the new Chevy Trax is really upped its game. Come see us at Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond or check us out at jackburford.com to see everything this new Trax has to offer.
If it won't go down.
Call Mr. Rooter, the best in town.
What do I do now?
Call Mr. Rooter, the best plumber in town. Mr. Rooter is Central Kentucky's affordable and reliable plumber. Right now, get any drain in your home clean for only $89. Call 859-253-CLOG. That's 859-253-CLOG. So if you've got a problem that won't go down, call Mr. Rooter. He's the best plumber in town. He'll clean any drain in your home for only $89.
Now I know who to call.
Call Mr. Rooter.
Bye-bye, Poopy.
Richmond has its very own TV station, WBON TV Channel 9, featuring 4 new TV channels of programming. Our primary station, 9.1, is available over the air with an antenna on all area cable systems, Roku, and our live player at WBONTV.com. You'll love the local sports and other local programming, including the only local newscast for the greater Richmond area, live at 5 daily. Find out more at WBONTV.com.
For years, Richmond residents have been searching for a heating and air company that can do it all. That search is now over. Don't let the name fool you. Fayette Heating and Air serves all over Central Kentucky for both commercial and residential customers. With Fayette Heating and Air, they promise that no matter the issue, no matter the time, you can expect award-winning heating repairs the first time, every time. Visit FayetteHeating.com to learn about special financing and how to sign up for the Comfy Club. With Fayette Heating and Air, complete home solutions.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on WBON TV Channel 9. We've got a bit of a foul story coming out of Lexington. The Lexington Fayette Animal Control caught this pretty guy wandering around the Cardinal Valley Beaumont neighborhood last week. This is an exotic pheasant. It is not native to the area, so they believe it was probably released or possibly escaped. Look at that pretty boy. While observing the pheasant, Animal Control say they believe it may have been injured, so it's crucial to get the bird into care. Luckily, their officers were able to humanely trap it, and it is now receiving the medical care that it needs from their vet team. We hope this story has a pheasant outcome. Look at that pretty boy there. That is a beautiful pheasant there. Well, thanks for joining us here live at 5. Do not forget, tonight is the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Tonight, Samantha Dawson and Michael are going to take a look back at some of the big basketball games from last week and hear from 2 area high school coaches. They'll also discuss another perfect week for EKU men who remain undefeated in conference play. All that and more tonight, 6, right here on WBON TV Channel 9. Thanks so much for joining us. Be safe out there, stay warm, take care of each other, and I'll see you right back here tomorrow live at 5.